Hello to everybody. I don't know about your time, but for me here, it is good night. I welcome each and every one of us to this wonderful message and wonderful gathering of brethren. Other ones can gather for all I care. But as far as I am concerned, our own gathering is the gathering of the brethren and the gathering of well-mannered, learned, respected people of the society from the rising sun, which is the Biafra territory. So please, I would like you to do me a favor. If you join this, live endeavor to tell us your name. Don't forget that sit at home is very well ongoing in Biafra territory as I'm talking to you now. Since morning down to, I think now we are heading to 5 p.m. Biafra time. The zoo must obey whether they like it or not. If you join, I beg you say hello to the house, greet Biafrans, and also show appreciation for what we are doing here. Or do this you, because many people go they think say as you just they gather online every day. Now so the money just they flow. One happy going to for a class in the one. We are doing this thing now to make sure that the message gets to every nooks and crannies. Because there are some people who watch YouTube, but they don't have access to Facebook, they don't have access to X, they don't have access to other platforms like TikTok, where you can as well get this message directly. But they have access to YouTube. That is why we are here every now and then to bring the message down to their doorstep and to analyze it to a layman's understanding. When you return, not try because more than show appreciation, more than show appreciation. If you join, please let me know where you are watching from and your nickname. If you cannot tell us your real name, there's no problem. If you are in diaspora, just say I don't want to know your country. If you are in homeland, I am watching from my homeland. It's okay for that. For security reasons, I don't need to be telling you to expose your identity or your location. Mba, just your nickname, where you are watching from, and then the program will kickstart anytime soon. This is a 1 hour or 1 hour, 10 minutes or 20 minutes program. So the earlier we start it, the better for all of us. Well, as you are waiting for the arrival of everybody in the house, let us listen to this message. The title is Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet, and I want you to listen to this very, very carefully. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. I don't know how you say it, but I can tell you this for free of charge, that our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, that guy, make I not talk around. I thought say I don't call out Christians. I'm not calling anybody Christians, but Nnamdi Kanu is better than most general overseers and the GOs. You can attest to that. Nnamdi Kanu is better than many churches, GCO, CEO. Okay, general overseer, general overseer. That GOS. Yo, speak on a scene name. Oringa Makamba, my brother Akute, God bless you. God bless you, one name Mado. Onyo Ringo. Etakwa about today. Mokwala me. Hey, you get the point now. So I beg make on a gather here so that we are going to deliver this message as quickly as possible. Because as Oyane oh, Adamadoku. Anyway, there's nothing much there. We all are learners in the hands of the Almighty God. So please let us listen to this message very carefully, because our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is a prophet.
Ethnicity is irrelevant. What matters is the policies being pursued by any specific or particular government or regime, not where they come from. When people tell you nonsense about it is our turn, why don't we wait till 2023? They are only deceiving you. And if you allow yourselves to be deceived, things can only get worse.
Yeah.
Fulani terrorists will take over your land. Time and time again, I have warned you on this very matter, but some of you never ever listened. I told our Yoruba friends that this thing you're supporting, this very evil government you're supporting, when they tagged IPOB a terrorist group, you supported them. You are going to pay a very heavy price for it. Had the Yoruba journalist stood up and said, IPOB did nothing wrong, you cannot tag them a terrorist group, believe you me, by today, you will not have Fulani people occupying Yoruba forests and farmlands. Because in this life, what goes around comes around. If you support evil today because you're benefiting, eventually that evil will overwhelm you. The same thing happened to ABC, the same thing happened to Fulani.
If you support evil today, tomorrow, that same evil will overwhelm you. I saw a message this evening. Do you know what the content of that message? Seyi Makinde, where say he wan go court. They don't threaten him. Now Seyi Makinde don't approve Sharia court in Oyo State. Is our God not wonderful? My brother, all of them, all will fall one after the other. If I open my mouth to talk about the message I have concerning the European Union, who is supporting that contraction against the Biafrans, my brother, if I tell you what they happen in their country now, you will clap. Clap for Jesus. Just you will clap if I tell you what is happening. Seyi Makinde now have approved Sharia court in the southwest. They don't occupy there. Now they are coming back down to Ogun State. Ogun State is next. After Ogun State, then they will enter Osun. After Osun, they will enter Ondo. From Ondo, even Ondo said they are in Ondo now. Then they are going to the big elephant, which is Lagos. And Fulani have said it, that they have surrounded Lagos State. That the only reason they've never invaded Lagos, they're just taking them time. They want to re-strategize. They are heading to Lagos State very soon. Sharia court from Akure, which is Kwara. Now, no, Ilorin, we be Ilorin, sir. Kwara, Ilorin, from Akwara, which is Ilorin. It don't enter Oyo. From Oyo now, it could just spread everywhere. After they go conquer, then they will be coming down to Benin. Islamists and Fulani conquest agenda is on a top notch, not only in Nigeria. It is only Biafra that have resisted this nonsense. It's only Biafra. The total of Europe now is in total disarray. In fact, all of them in total disarray. UK is going down. Fulani conquest agenda. These people bring out trillions of dollars to make sure that they grab as many countries as possible. The same way they promised, or rather they want to build 200 mosques in Burkina Faso, and the small boy said, if you people cannot use that money to build those hospitals, schools, and every other thing, infrastructure, then you people can go. But for now, my people can pray anywhere. What they need is a working economy. These people who are going about building mosques are the ones who are sponsoring all these things through their proxies. But you can never hold them because they are more smarter than even the people they are using. I don't want to call names, but let them use their tongue to count their teeth. So let's continue with the message.
Caliphate, they brought in terrorists from all across the Sahel. They brought them into Nigeria to try to force Jonathan out of office. Now Jonathan is out of office. They are now, of course, reaping what they sowed, all of them.
I've seen tons of video recently that the Fulani are taking over the forest of the Yoruba people. Let's say
they are taking out.
The issue now is that what do you think that the Yorubas are mixing? Or what do you think that Yoruba did wrong that makes this Fulani to take over their forest, and what should other states do to avoid this same occurrences in the future?
That is the price you pay for duplicity.
Yes.
That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war. And you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them.
Wow.
Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're...
Injustice to one is an injustice to all. Many of them now are celebrating Nnamdi Kanu's detention. But it will happen tomorrow. After all, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this message, it was years back. He was calling them, you people turn your backs on the Biafrans because you are benefiting from Buhari's government. Let us join hands together to fight this our common enemy. Instead, they turn against the Igbos, fighting Igbo that Igbos want to take their land. The land that they buy, the land that they go to your government and get C of O, the same land they want to take by force. While the land grabbers are busy, they have taken over all your forests and said that if you dare chase them out, there will be war. They are not fighting them, rather, their only enemy is the Igbos out of jealousy. Let us continue with the message.
Telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They said they support Akeredolu. The governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing.
Yeah.
People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabangari in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. World aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council, where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place. Tell me they're crazy. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace your mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce Carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them.
Okay, what is the difference between the Hausas and the Fulani? Because everybody seems to see that all of them are Hausa, but the names Fulani came in not quite long ago. Like everybody knows that Fulani actually exists, but not in Nigeria. So now it seems to be more confusing. What is the difference between these two people, Hausas and Fulani, or Hausa Fulani?
Centuries ago, You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe.
Hey.
All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. You are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you.
No,
where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Than what is happening right now. I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? They are not telling you we are Fulani. No more Hausa Fulani. What does that tell you? That the Hausa race no longer exists. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell. Remember before, many years ago, they said we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it?
Let's say a lot of people are saying that, let's say, not a lot of people, allegedly, not all Igbo leaders are in support of this Biafra movement of 18, specifically those governments, and majorly Winke. So what do you think about it? Like, what is your plan over all this division, that there's no unity amongst the elders, leaders who are supposed to join the movement of Biafra?
Have they not completed it? In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. The soldiers of Kanu did that law Banta. They have taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope some of them approve to us that you are our stooge. Give us land in Olu. Hope some of them give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in Igbo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer in misery. But if they come down to the south, they tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Only Fulani stooges can now imagine the East. It took them very many years, nearly 50 years, to accomplish this very simple task.
Yeah.
Of making sure that everybody, be it Ohanese, be it Bandef, be it governor, anybody you're bringing out must come to the north to swear allegiance to the caliphate. All of them. Bam. Is there any political godfather in the East? There is none. They all go to the north to go and swear allegiance to the Janjaweed. That is why our life is in a mess. That is why they can be someone like Obioso and make him the Ohanese President General. In front of our eyes, in front of Korokoro. And what did they bribe people? They gave money to BBC, they gave money to all Zoo newspapers. They started to trumpet Obioso, Apex Group, Apex. You saw them holding their meeting under a canopy. A ton without shame, a whole Ohanese. Under sand, canopy. Maybe you saw it, disgraceful and shameful. Talking rubbish. The man looks like a janjaweed anyway. Talking nonsense. These are people they have prepared for you to sell you down the drain.
Of course. By
the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant.
I ask again, is this man not better than many the GOs who are riding 5, 6, 7, 8 private jets or God knows how many Is this guy not better than them? At least this guy, all I have said, none have failed to happen. But look at our daddy GOs. Somebody was busy the other day telling his church members, and they are watching and clapping for him. Now, one woman is not pregnant. As I was going, he hold my feet, he does stumble. He said, Daddy, I'm pregnant. So now that the GOs now leg don't they get pricky to the impregnant women. What kind of miracle is that? Anyway, let's not go there, because people will now come and tell me now that I am antichrist because I'm talking about against their pastors. All of them, both old and young. This guy, if they place them, say make them vote, my brother, the line that will focus or queue in the back of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be uncountable. In fact, the line go from here reach Australia. After he turn from Australia, reach England, turn reach UK, the US, then Canada and every other, Mexico and the rest of them. Everything Nnamdi Kanu have said from beginning to the end, all of them, no single one have ever failed to manifest. What Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sees while sitting, let me use it this way. This one now is not a matter of an elder now. What this young man sees while sitting, if all the whole elders in the southeast, even if they like, let them climb on top of the highest tower, and when I think tower qualify, whether in Malaysia or be Dubai, they will not see it. This guy sees the danger. He cried. They despise him. Waiting remain now to just crucify Nnamdi Kanu the same way they crucified Jesus Christ according to the Bible. Now waiting remain. If not, if they can lay their hand upon Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will use stone to stone him just like they stone Stephen in the Bible. Okay, sorry about Stephen. Just like they stoned Deborah Samuel. I think that one is another. Whether not Jesus Christ and Mary, maybe not Mary. They would have stoned Nnamdi Kanu. But everything this young man says, till today, all of them keep on unfolding one after the other. Nnamdi Kanu cried, telling our people in Lagos State, please let us go back home. That what you people are going to see moving forward, it will never be good for ear to hear. Everybody was silent. Oyo Bona, the silent, they call him names. Akoya hungry man. Akoya on a chase cloud. Many years down the line, Tulumbu and his cronies began to grab the land of the Igbos. First, they canceled all their sea of O's. Instead of 100 years or 99 years used to stay, now it is 30 years. So after 30 years, if you go to renew it, the government of the day might tell you, we don't need you again. We cannot renew for you. If you make noise too much, they will tell you, carry your land on your head, then go back to your own side. No be so? Not so. If you make noise too much, they will tell you, my brother, she be na your land, or you carry for your head, go to your own side. You have no option. 30 years coming back is not a guarantee that when you go back there to renew the CFO, they are going to do it for you. After they must have achieved that, they begin to erase all the whole street our ancestors labored to build. Both in marketplaces, anywhere that have Igbo name as a street or as a market, they change all to Yoruba names. Nnamdi Kanu cried about this just over 12 or 13 years ago. But my people remain adamant. Everybody close their ears. Today, what is happening? And you tell me this one is not better than your daddy GO, or that your pastor who they do fake miracles. My brother, Nnamdi Kanu is the real deal. Arrest my case.
Babiala, somewhere in Zaria.
Okay, let's say Biafra or the Eastern seems to be the only one fully ready for this Fulani eviction. Now, was there any time, because you feel like you seems to be more aware of them and you were prepared, was there any time in you want other religions or other ethnic group or other states about these Fulani evictions that's currently going on in Nigeria?
In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmonger. I went to America and I told World Igbo Conquest that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages.
Of course.
They said, no, it's not going to happen.
It don't come.
What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting this, the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But yet it's not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please, Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you are supporting evil.
Of course.
When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege.
Of course.
In order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba land, Ilorin. Yoruba, how did you lose Ilorin? You lost Ilorin because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. Afonja, what happened? As a result of that miscalculation, the great Yoruba race lost Ilorin to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in Ilorin you have an emir of Ilorin, not an Oba of Ilorin, answerable to Sokoto. That is where Lai Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves in Yoruba land. When I say that it's not religion, it has nothing to do with religion.
Okay, let's say the Igbos or let's say the IPOB are ready and not against Nigerians but against the Fulani Jayawins. But I want you to tell us, and let's say, what is the alternative and the way forward for the rest parts of Nigerians?
Unless you prefer epileptic power supply, unless you prepare to live your whole life without running water, unless you want to live in abject poverty and deprivation, your only alternative is a revolution. Let nobody discourage you. All the countries of the world doing very, very well, they all went through a revolution. You must go through it. If you don't go through it, you can never ever survive as a people. Fulani will take you over. As simple as that. As a secular democratic government must be demolished. It must be demolished for you to survive. They have to be demolished. If you do not demolish them, your lives will end very, very miserably.
Of course.
That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time you stop supporting evil. That evil is in Asarok. That evil is a gang of reprobates calling themselves presidency. The more you keep on supporting evil in the zoo, the more your land will be taken from you.
Of course.
The more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because
slaughtering of their sons and raping of their daughters is a daily occurrence. Somebody might ask now, what about the one that is happening to us in Amufu? Those people, they are coming, and when they come, they will commit the crime and run back to Benue. That shows you that these people, no matter how strong they may claim to be, they are afraid of the Biafrans. But in Yoruba land, they come, they will conquer them, and they will even stay there, telling them that all their forests belong to them. It is their ancestral heritage. These two things, there is a difference. A thief who come to steal, will after stealing, will run back to wherever he's coming from, or go back to his house. That's exactly what they are doing between Amufu and Benue, because they have a common boundary. But in this one, in this scenario of raping their women and massacring them in numbers. It is daily occurrence in Yoruba land because Kwara State is there. They are operating through Kwara. And all the whole, what they call it, all the whole forest within that air virus have been occupied. I heard Igbo the other day telling the government that they should give him go ahead order so that they can pursue the Fulanis out of their forest. And I was look at this Mumu, who went the other day to submit a letter to UK Parliament for them to sign they want to exit. Now Trumbu's boy, he cannot do anything. Those are the people whom they are using to compare with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And they say, why must they release Igbo and they leave Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Why must they release the Sowore and leave Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? These two guys, if you jam them like 20 of them, 1 million of them, they can never reach 1 foot of Nnamdi Kanu. So why are you comparing them? They can free them because they have already agreed to play the game. The system is what they like. Oppression, oppression, oppression. That's what Yoruba enjoys most. And they are ready to play the game with you as long as you can give them the money. They will betray their own people. Look at Sunday Igbo. And there was a question somebody asked one day. Say, how are we sure that Sunday Igbo self is in a what they call it? Is in detention in Benin? What is the case? What show us? Is there any video where he appeared in court one day? There's no any single video that appeared on the internet. No any single video that appeared he is in prison or in a custody. No any single evidence. Yes, they tell us he was being arrested and Keneko. All those things are fallacy, a mere fallacy. The highest people, the highest hypocritical people you can see on this earth are the Yorubas. I say this thing with a sense of regret. That is the worst people you can ever deal on with this world. Even the Hausas now, or the Fulani don't they cry that Yoruba betrayers is a top notch. In fact, their betrayer, he get PhD, can't get hunchback. When they betray you, you must bow.
One idiot that the groom will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the case. The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action.
Of course.
We must rise up and say that enough is enough. But there must be no criminality. Once you allow criminality to come in, then you have failed woefully. You have failed woefully. And let me also warn once again, there is no Biafran army. DSS can go and create whatever group they like. Give them guns and all of that rubbish in order to justify an attack against ESN. But we are letting the whole world know that we have not floated any Biafran army. There is none. Anything you see is the handiwork of DSS.
Quickly before we go, I wanted to clear this part. You know, it seems to be very sure that President Muhammadu Buhari is dead. And recently, everybody saw the video of him and trying to fly pigeon in the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. But which also draw people more attention to believe that Buhari is much more alive. But I wanted to clear this part. How sure are you that the person in the Aso Rock is a common person, is not President Muhammadu Buhari that every Nigerian voted for? So what is your part about this? Because in most of your videos, you seem to be very sure and you keep on repeating it. So I want you to tell us more about how sure are you?
All of you know this. Everybody understands this very fact that Buhari is no more. You know that Buhari is dead. Everybody knows. But those still perpetuating this very myth that Buhari is alive are those pinning their hopes on 2023. So this is a collection of odd bedfellows. These are people who are determined by every means available to cling on to power, to continue to impoverish you, to continue to allow terrorists from all across the Sahel to occupy your farmlands and your forests. They rape your mothers, they abduct your sisters, they kill your traditional rulers, they kill the daughters of your prominent men, and you do nothing about it. Because their only consideration is to keep you focused on this very elusive, better Nigeria to come. You and I know that Nigeria can never ever be better. We know that very well. The whole world understands that Nigeria can never ever be better. Why are you pinning your hopes on it?
Okay, thank you very much for your time. We really do appreciate for the perfect.
So you see the message. It is very, very clear. If you are still waiting for another Messiah to come and save you, my brother, maybe you have to wait till eternity. Or maybe when you go and incarnate back, that is when you will see that Messiah. The Messiah you people are looking for are right behind you. But people refuse to acknowledge him. People refuse to understand that Nnamdi Kanu is a God sent to liberate his own people. Physically, spiritually, mentally, and thereabout. And he did his job very, very well. What Master Nnamdi Kanu is passing through is just a typical example of the same thing the Jesus of the Bible passed through in the hands of whether Egyptians or Israelites. In the hands of Jews. Abi? I don't know which one, because if I make mistake, make gonna correct me. Or don't take one, I never read the Bible. So that's a typical example. Nnamdi Kanu is passing through what they call mental torture. Mental torture. The worst thing anybody can do to you in this life to excommunicate you from the people you loved, from your own friends and foes, from the people you are fighting for. Only few people is what you are going to see. For you to see a large crowd is only when they agree to present you before the court. Do you know how many documents they have given this young man to sign just to forget about the Biafra struggle? But yet, they say Biafra is not giving them trouble. Yet, they say that the Biafra is nothing to them. Now, why must they worry? But all of them are always shaking. Each time a king arose and said, let me take over my territory. King of the jungle, you know who it is. That is the lion. Nnamdi Kanu is really suffering. That was why I am very angry in my spirit about what is happening today. Where a lot of people who feels that they are fighting for Biafrans, but rather they turn it to ATM. Hey, I said this my man. Iko to onye Chineke gwe yojo. My brother, longest time. You don't ever never see you. I don't ask about you, tire. You get my WhatsApp safe. You don't even send message. Free man Iko to onye. Waiting to happen now. Where you can go? Because now you they make this platform, they look very hot. Each time you appear online. If I appear here again, in fact, the better say, I go make you moderator here. So that anybody who talk anyhow, you go block her. I go make you moderator now. Just wait. Make you moderator now. Keep it here. So that I will go over and actual. How far now waiting to happen. So my people, as I was saying, you are highly welcome, my brother. May the Almighty God bless you. And I pray for you and also everyone who is hearing my voice at this point in time. Today is the end of March. The end of March, marching forward. No, we are going forward. Marching backward. We are going forward. So April shall be good, and it shall bless every hand that type amen at the comment section of this video. Whether you watch it, whether you like it or not, this new month of April, my brother, my sister, it is the first quarter of 2025. There must be something to celebrate in your life, both physically, spiritually, health, otherwise, and thereabout. You must surely be blessed. I don't care how it happens, but something in me prepare me to make this prayer. And you that is hearing my voice, before the end of April, you must surely testify. I said it, and from my heart I made this declaration. So what am I saying? Nnamdi Kanu is a true Messiah, and the Messiah he will remain whether they like it or not. Let me just take few comments, because each message you will also see people who have vowed that they can never be anything. They come out as mumu, and they're still going to return back to the land where they came from as mumu. Some people will see this message, some people will see this video, and they will still open their gutter to comment nonsense. Those ones, as you see them, Nothing. Their own mumu don't get PhD. Theophilus, now does this one. He said, some stupid people will still come under this post and be talking rubbish. Thunder will fire you if you make any stupid comment. This is our brother the verse. The guy the para. The same way this guy the verse, that is the same way me too, I the verse, I the para. He said thunder will fire anybody who will ever come to the comment section of this video to make any nonsense comment. Let's see replies that come follows that video. We don't have more time to wait. We are rounding up. One the chat say, which kind of problem be this now? Mira Matthew said, how many times you have posed to realize Nnamdi Kanu? Please, if you cannot campaign for his release, please stop. This is no time to post him. We need only to campaign for his release. Emmanuel Okole supported. Thank you. Leah, Chris, is good as you warned them earlier. Okay. Awolo Ben said, come out and lead us. We support you. Eh. Okay. Prince Zua said a country that fights the truth. Okay, that fights and hates the truth. They forced Jonathan out of office with the help of Yorubas. You see, sometimes I begin to wonder, or rather I used to ask myself, who are the problems of that contraption called Nigeria? Who are their problems? First of all, if you check from the history, you find out that it seems like Yorubas are the worst people to have as a brother or as a neighbors in the country, because their own politics is from hell. They play politics not looking back. Bola Ahmed Tinubu castigated Goodluck Jonathan from beginning of his tenure until the last day Goodluck Jonathan left office. Today, that same person, when you post just Tinubu my brother, DSS don't knock on your door. It be like say they station them around your home, they don't knock. Open door, they want to arrest you, say you talk bad about the government. Bola Ahmed Tinubu went and make a casket with the name of Goodluck Jonathan, the name of his wife, and the name of his vice, and be portraying it, carrying it patrol that this Jonathan is dead. Common ordinary, now your mama be this, no be our mama. They don't suspend nursing students. Say that they disgrace first lady. How on earth you want me to denounce my mother for a scallywag who have nothing to offer other than to make life miserable for people that are living in their own country? Anyway, that one is story for another day. Let us go straight to this reason why we are here. Please ask your friend Freeman Iko Tony what he is still doing with Adade Oramma. He is always telling her that she is doing very well. He even said they will mold her image in the land of Biafra. My brother, everybody, what we are practicing is democracy, not autocracy. You understand me? Everyone have right to believe or follow whoever they want to follow. It is within their prerogative right and their fundamental human right of Pofiobo or whatever they call it for them to follow. So if he is following Adade Oramma, fine and good. Adade Oramma is a human being. She's not an animal. She's not a Fulani. The only thing we keep on praying is that may Nigeria never happen to any of us as we are pushing this struggle. So I don't know what happened to Adade Oramma, but the fact there is that they set her up. That video I played here yesterday is part of the video they used to set her up. And that woman is too emotional. She is too emotional because of her age. I don't see that woman like that. When I can't let you think out, go on about white means she channel better than go. That takes us to this message. And I want us to just pay utmost attention before we go to the main message. The message about the downfall of the countries who are supporting Nigerian government who are supporting Nigerian government in buying Biafrans. UK now is being run down by Islamic jihadists. As I'm talking to you now, they want to also Fulanize and Islamize UK. That is number one. Number two, go to France today. France is unrest. France economy is going down. France is having a very big protest. Mobs are attacking police, killing them in numbers, injuring them, stabbing some people. Go to Amsterdam. All these countries and cities I'm calling you are the ones who are very strong. Who are very strong for Biafra to remain in captivity. They are playing a vital role to the extent of even they are bringing their own money to sponsor everything that is going to stand against Biafrans. They are all going down today. Go and ask about Finland. Finland is not finding it funny in terms of economy. The money they don't have, the so-called Alex Stubb is using it to go to sponsor Ukraine war against the Russians. They are also going down. To mention but a few, my brother, I can count to you 15 countries who are supporting Nigerian government against the Biafrans and they have no single peace. Norway used to be the best country, but now Norway now go and verify. Because of what they are doing, holding of Chuba Ayaba is also another perfect example of what these people are planning against those who are out there to fight for their freedom. Go and read what Ibrahim Traore said. He made it clear. He said, I am not afraid to die. When he made that comment was when he rejected an invitation from Oval Office, which is in Capitol, Washington, D.C., White House. They sent him an invitation, he rejected it. Let them just make a single, even if now missed call, Turumbu sees. He said he can't see the number. Donald Trump, he don't fly immediately, go US. Just ordinary missed call. Do you know that they sent Ibrahim Traore an invitation to appear before Trump? He refused to honor the invitation. He said he have nothing to do with them. That was when he made the comment, said he is not afraid to die. He made it clear, saying he's not afraid to die. He said they killed Gaddafi, they killed Sankara to him. But he will make sure he leave a legacy before he leave. The young man had passed assassination attempt for over 16 to 17 good times. Not by his own people, not by African countries, but by Europeans. Why must you make yourself better? The guy now has stopped exporting anything that have to do with mineral resources in Burkina Faso. If you want our gold, you want our zinc, you want our iron, whatever you want, come and build your company here. And if you are building it, the land they are going to give you to build is under lease because you have stopped selling land to foreign investors. A small boy who have vowed that his country must be better. So when I tell you that karma is real, that these countries who have vowed that Biafrans can never be in existence simply because of their own selfish interests and desires, all of them are going down. And if I tell you that our God, the God of Biafrans, is answering prayer, do not, my brother, do not doubt me. I doubt Namo. Yesterday we celebrated the disintegration completely of Nigerian government or Nigerian country. We celebrated it here yesterday in a live video, and I told us that a lot of countries is going to go down. It is not happening. Maybe I'm being called to become a pastor, be native doctor self. Maybe I say I go join Akwa, Soludo and my rest. If I go do my own now for Imo State, hope if you kill me. So that is it. I want us to listen to this video. This one is another message about the happiness now. Because onye ọbụla ka ha ji n'ume, onye ọbụla megide ka ha ji n'ume, agwọ nọ n'akịrịka. Ndị Fulani is planning to attack us. Ndị Fulani is planning to attack the Igbo. That Igbos are the vigilantes that kill their own people in Oromi. Ihe ọbụla eme na ebo ndị Igbo. Nigeria economy na anwụ ebo ndị Igbo. Now, when Nigeria economy, if we grow up, they will dump Igbo. But anything bad, If their women have miscarriage now, they will tell you na Igbo people cause them. In fact, they say na Peter Obi or Nnamdi Kanu. The killings in the northeast, northwest, and north central, they even blaming Igbos. So let us hear this message and hear it very clear. Because this guy said anytime something happens in Nigeria, they will target Igbo people. The North has started tagging what happened with those Fulani killed in Uromi to Igbo. The blood of the innocent Igbos have been shed countless times for something they didn't do. TikToker Deputy Jesus Lament said, the event of the day is proving me right, that they see us as Igbos. This one is what this guy talk. So let us just listen to him. Before then, I come back for more explanation and analyzing.
I've seen it time without numbers. When anything happens in the north, northern people will not stop you and be asking you, are you from Akwa Ibom? Are you from Bayelsa? Are you from Delta? Before they will do Ikom Iwa. I was saying that some people say, hey, they don't know people. They don't know people. See them now. Uromi people, the Asian did something. When Igbo people they attack.
You see him?
Now people they attack. Igbo, now they attack. So when we say these things, some of you think that we don't know what we are talking about. Yes, we know that there are Igbos in Edo State, the Wanke people. We know there are Igbos in Kogi State. We know that Igbos are in 13 states.
Yeah.
Not just 5 states.
Of course.
But the truth is that outsider does not even see you as another tribe. All of them, they call them Igbo. And the same thing, they call all of us Igbo in the other time. If something happen, one of my babes those days, now from Akwa Ibom Bekwara, but anytime when you do something, they go say, Nyamiri girl. This is what we are talking about. They see you as an Igbo person. Now Isha people do something, but all of them, they tag all of us as Igbo. Igbo people have been, blood has been shed to save this country. Every time something happens, every time the snake will leave the kill and be bending neck on the ground. People will leave the people that commit crime. Everybody must ever collect it.
You hear the message very clear. They know Igbos are the most traveled entity as long as this country called Nigeria is concerned. If you go to that northern part of the country now, other tribes there may not be up to, let's say, 1% of their population or 0.5% of their population. But I can tell you that Igbos can make up of 5% of the population of that area they are. Or maybe 1%, 2%, or 3% thereabout. So some people don't commit something now. Igbos now, and then they slaughter. For people who have vowed that they are not Igbos, now commit something, Igbos are now the one who is suffering it. And they are preparing to attack more Igbos. Just like what one Islamic scholar said. He said that they are going to declare war against all Igbos in the north, starting from Kano in Sabongeri, where they know that our people have a very large investment, companies, shops. So when they want to attack now, they will first of all go to your houses, go to your shops, and set it ablaze. Lord of my people have been shaped for that same contraption that never recognized them as a human being. For the unity of that so-called Nigeria is the blood of the Igbos have been shed. And nobody sees it. Nobody feels that it is high time we Igbos begin to strategize and teach them some bitter lessons they will never forget in a hurry. Anyway, my people, that is the message for today. We have no more time to waste. Here, so because after I go come. So the only thing you can do is to make sure you share this message, like, comment, and probably subscribe for more interesting videos coming your way. And I will hear my voice again tomorrow. Ngwana, koreka yafro. Kachineke mezi okwu. N'afa nna na nwa na nke mmụọ nsọ. Ọ ga-adịrị okeke mma dịkwara oke afọ mma, dịrị nwoke mma dịrị nwaanyị mma. Okorie na Okonkwo ya eketekwa oke. Asị m apịala n'ụbọchị na anọ ya dịrị anyị niile mma. anyị gbuo n'aka na ya ebute ifeọma, agbụkwana n'aka Igbo ya ebute ifeọma. Ọ bụ na mbata anyị ifeọma ihe ga na-eso anyị. Anya ọjọọ anya ha afụkwa anyị. Ndị na-atụ mmadụ anya ha afụ anyị. Ndị oji ike eri, ndị oji egbe eri, ndị oji mma eri anya ha afụ anyị. Ihe ọ na-akpụwa na chọpụ anya gbụba ya ere. Onye ọbụla sị na ya kwụọ ya ere, my brother, ọ ga-eji isi gịnị wee nwaanyị. Ana ka anyị kọrọ ka o rere site n'afa Chukwu oke abịa ma onye pere ihe niile. Biko amara onye ọbụla mma o ka emesịa na my people.